Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here, and today I'd like to look at the incredible development of Melvin Wells. I was first introduced to this bodybuilder through actually a video by Daniel Figueroa, and I subsequently stumbled upon a few photos in the latest Your Physique magazine that I was reading. Let's have a quick look at this bodybuilder and have a read from one of the little snaps from that I took from the Your Physique magazine. Never before has one man possessed so much muscles of arms, shoulders and back. In these regions of development, Melvin Wells stands supreme. The author is not lying. And look at this guy. Look at those traps. For God's sake, looks like they've injected them with synthol. Those biceps, the peak on those are incredible. The development of the back is just unheard of in the day. In that day, I have never, from all the photos that I've yet seen from the 1940s, I have never seen back, shoulder and arms develop myself from all these photos. Never at this level. Melvin Wells is a great example of genetic supremacy in this wonderful specimen, this wonderful human specimen, and how well did he develop these strong points. This magnificent back pose was recently taken by Lon of New York City. Now, I know I've just already, I've just spilled my emotions out right now because this is incredible. I had guys, when I put this magazine photo up, saying, is this guy on steroids? Well, no, steroids were not invented, especially the first one being Dianabol, until I believe the 1950s, and this is still the late 1940s, so definitely not. This is a natural bodybuilder, Melvin Wells. Let's have a look at this guy. The source, as I mentioned, of these photos and of this article is from Your Physique May 1949, with George Eiferman on the beach, America's muscular phenomena, showing off wonderful front lat spread. But the topic of this particular video is Melvin Wells, so let's get right into it. Melvin Wells, standing at 5'10", weighing at 207 pounds, with a relaxed 48-inch chest, 31-inch waist, had 18.5-inch arms, natural. And those deltoids, look at those deltoids, you can really see the development there. They were like huge melon-sized delts, for God's sake. He had a tiny waist to sport, giving it that wonderful V-taper, sweeping lats. I mean, this guy had it all. I have to admit though, his chest development, just like the author says, and his legs, because of the massiveness of his back, biceps and shoulders, really takes away from his chest. You can actually see that it's rather flat. I mean, it is very well developed, but for the size, the aesthetics and symmetry make the actual his development of his chest look kind of weak, and his thighs too. Nevertheless, these photos were rather shocking during the time. His calves and thighs were 26 inches and calves were 16 inches. Yeah, I mean, the author says it here. I've got notes written down. The extreme width of his shoulders, the sweeping lats and the small waist, and extreme arm development overshadow the chest and legs. You have to admit to that. I mean, yeah, I mean, this author, reading this article, I would conclude that this author was completely flabbergasted by Melvin's back. Let's have a look at Melvin's back. Look at that back. I've blown this picture up for your own enjoyment. But look at those traps. I mean, you can really see them. You could almost say that this guy's detail is probably as good as the bodybuilders from the 70s. This guy is from 1949, and he was sporting a back that you could easily say it came from the late 50s or 60s or even 70s. I mean, this guy had incredible genetics, unbelievable. As I said, the author was flabbergasted by Melvin's back and his shoulder development and arm development. And the point that he actually makes is that his development, especially from the back, is so ahead of his time that it overshadows the other parts of his physique, as I mentioned already, his chest, abs and thighs. the author actually dares to compare him to Grimmick, Reeves, and Clancy Ross. And he even claims that if he improves, that is, if Melvin Wells continues to improve his physique, especially in the lagging body parts, the chest, the legs, and the abs, he would be an unmatched physical specimen and outstrip any of the bodybuilders of that particular era of the late 40s and early 50s. So, I mean, I had to just do this short video on Melvin Wells after seeing these amazing photos. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at Melvin Wells. As mentioned earlier, I was introduced by Melvin Wells through Daniel Figueroa. He's got a great website as well on the silver and golden era of bodybuilding, and he actually, I think, explained Melvin Wells' workout in one of his videos. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you for watching. Leave me a comment. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now.